Welcome to our super duper tier list. I hope you're super duper excited because we're ranking Super Duper Man.
Ooh, Super Duper Man. I like it. And we also have a guest today. Meet Jane.
Hi, I'm Jane. I'm gonna leave if you say super duper again.
Super duper excited to have you here, Jane.
So, guys, Superman suits tier list. I'm super excited. Let's jump into it. It is Kirk Alyn, a actor I didn't know existed until just before this video started. So I'm excited to look at his costumes for a hot second.
When we look at Superman costumes, there's definitely some things we have to consider. You know, what does the S symbol look like? It's so important how it gets interpreted, what font they use. The cape is a big one. Is it a very long cape? Is it practical? Boots, maybe how they interpret the underwear. And then, of course, the hair. Because if you don't have that little Superman curl, are you really Superman?
No, you're not. That's why
Exactly.
I wear a little Superman curl on my head all the time. You know, just to
You're gonna have to draw that on your avatar now.
Oh no.
I have to agree, Chris. This hair is so important. This guy, amazing cowlick.
Hang on now.
Let's look a little deeper at this guy before we jump into anything. So, a lot of great things I love about the costume. The one being the colors. Really good. Very bright, very saturated.
Very black and white.
Yeah, so this show was filmed in black and white, so that it does lose its like iconicism. That's not a word, but I'm gonna use it for now. But still, great looking suit for its time. For its time, great looking suit.
And they obviously had to use practical materials like felt and just material and felt.
Felt.
And hair
More felt.
and
the real Superman was Kirk Alyn all along. Oh my god, yes.
Gosh, I can't imagine him filming in that suit.
That man
I
must
think
have been so hot recording. That poor man. Imagine, like he's trying to pose. He's posing out there in the desert. It's like, we have to retake. He's just like, please.
Yeah, no, Kirk was the real superhuman Superman in that era.
He's a
Yeah.
Chad. He's a Chad.
I think for me, I wouldn't want to put it too high, so I'd probably put it in C tier.
How dare you?
I don't want to put it in D because you know he's
How
an
dare
OG.
you? Look at that
and
cowlick.
Okay.
It's a C
Look
for
at that
cowlick. It's a C for cowlick.
Oh no.
I think we gotta put him in a C. No, I don't think any Superman suit deserves to be at the bottom. Maybe we'll find one later on, but I think he's in C for now.
Sweet, let's do it. Okay, next up we have Christopher Reeve. Some say the best Superman, right?
The goat.
The goat.
The goat.
Yes. Love the suit. I think already it's so much better than Kirk Alyn's because of how perfect that S symbol is. Like it's
That's a
it's
good
iconic. It's straight, narrow, it's perfect. What do you guys think?
Everything about this outfit flows so nicely, from the cape to the underwear to the boots, and he's very built for the role, which really works in his favor. And he belongs in this world. You know, he looks like he fits in Metropolis.
That's a good point. It does feel like he's very part of the world. I think, you know, you'd expect a guy wearing super colorful tights in the middle of the city would seem weird, but he pulls it off. And, you know, that's not just, you know, Christopher Reeves. It's also writing and the way the director got all the shots and all that stuff. But he does pull it off very well, like making the costume feel like it's part of that world. I would say the one thing I don't like about it, I'm not a big underwear fan, but I will I will accept it.
He does the underwear well.
He does. But the S symbol, I'm just saying, they could have maybe made it more 3D looking.
We'll get there, Connor. We'll get there. Let's send it back to our guest. Jane, where are we putting Christopher Reeves?
Here's a pretty sweet cowlick. S tier.
Okay, S tier because of the cowlick. Let's do it.
I don't know. No arguments.
There we go.
No argument.
Perfect. Okay.
Connor, is this just a guy dressed up for Halloween?
So Dean Cain, yeah, he honestly got the short end of the stick when it came to the costume design. God, it's so shiny. the S symbol is incredibly shiny for some
This
reason.
is the most 90s. We've moved from felt to nylon, I think.
Don't let him match next to him.
There's something, and like, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but that S symbol, it's off-brand. It's a different font. Like, something's going on there.
It's the Superman brand ice cream S. You know, it's kind of melted.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, and it's just like I said, it's so shiny. What do you guys think? Is it as bad as Kirk Alyn, or is it worse? Do you think it's a little better?
It's a little better. It's
Okay,
a little
okay.
better.
You know what? I can accept that. But those boots as well, just I don't know, man.
Those are good boots.
You think it's good boots?
Looks like he's gonna strut down the town. Those boots are made for walking.
Yeah, they've got heels. You know, the other guy was wearing like socks. This guy's actually got his boots on.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. Let's be for boots. Let's do it.
So
Would have been B for boots.
no, I
Would have
would
been B for
argue,
boots.
because look at his hair there. There's no cowlick. So don't bother. D tier.
Jane, I'm not going to put all these Superman in D tier, because from here on out we're gonna get just D tiers.
But he's got no cowlick. That's gonna knock him down.
But it's a good point. The fact that not a lot of these Supermen have cowlicks, it's disgusting. It's always honestly disgusting that they don't have that little
I feel
cool.
validated. Thank you.
Looking around, there's always like one picture where they give him the cowlick, but then in the actual show or movie, they just forget about it.
That is odd.
Yeah.
That is very odd.
Have we put him in B tier?
We have indeed. We have indeed.
Is this Christopher Reeve again? No,
No, it is not.
It's
It's actually
the Atom.
Routh, Brandon Routh, the Atom. Yes. But before he played the Atom, he was actually the Superman Returns actor, and wore some really cool threads. So this was a continuation of Christopher Reeve's Superman. He left the Earth for a few years, came back. His Lois Lane had a kid, and then he stalked that family for the whole movie, which is great. I love Superman in this movie. So what do you guys think? Yeah, I honestly, it loses its charm. So I love that the S does protrude from the.
It's a
from
good
the
S.
chest.
It's a good
It's
S.
good looking S. I think it could have been bigger.
Yeah, it's a bit tiny.
Yeah, my main gripe with this with the suit though is the fact that it's so dark. Like, this is supposed to be a man of hope, but here I look at a man of depression. It's
I think it was supposed to reflect the tone of the movie. Wasn't this movie quite serious?
No.
I mean,
no.
maybe, yeah,
Not
to
at
an
all?
extent. No. Sorry, the tone was quite it was quite a lot darker. It was trying to take itself way too seriously though.
Look at those. The underwear. The
He's got
like.
jorts on.
Woof. Those are some rough underwear.
They are pretty rough, yeah.
I do like his belt though.
But I think honestly the worst thing is the fact that every part of his costume has been branded,
Yeah,
and
actually.
to the point where it's gross. The S symbol is something that is it's iconic, but it's also what's the right word to use here?
It's like a.
It's
Need to
precious.
use it sparingly.
You should use it sparingly because it's a precious symbol. So when you put it all over the bottom of Superman's boots, it loses that value, you know?
He's walking on hope.
It's walking on
He's
hope.
walking on
How
hope.
dare he?
I was gonna say, you know what's worse, right? They did all this the branding on the bottom of his soles and his belt and his chest and all that. They didn't even go all the way. They didn't even put an S on his cape, like old school Superman.
Yeah.
The old
Yeah.
one. Just at least go all the way.
Does he not have the S on his cape?
I
he
don't think
doesn't.
so, no. What do you guys think? It's
Well-
still a decent looking
I
suit.
think he's a decent suit. I think it's a B for me.
I actually,
I think it-
he sometimes has cowlick, sometimes don't have cowlick. I say B. For sometimes.
you say B.
Yes.
For sometimes. B for yeah, I have no idea how I was gonna
Beautiful man.
Beautiful
Beautiful
man.
man.
B for beautiful
yes.
man. There we go. Okay.
Gonna hit me in my childhood. Is that your boy? Is it your boy?
It's
Smallville?
Mr. Smallville.
Mr. Smallville himself?
I love Mr. Smallville. Smallville is my favorite. Yeah, so Tom Welling, he had an interesting gripe with the Superman costume. He didn't want to wear the tights. It was something that throughout the course of the runtime of the series that he would just never wear the costume. And that led on to very interesting iterations of it. So he would wear a red shirt with a blue jacket, or the other way around, or just this, which is a long black costume with the white symbol.
Oh, so his costume started with the black suit.
No. I don't know what the timeline is, but this was definitely one of the first iterations of him doing heroism as Superman.
I love
It
that.
feels like an alternate version of Superman from like a noir kind of detective-y superhero
Oh my
Think of
god,
Wolf
it's
Among
Superman
Us.
Noir.
style.
It's Superman Noir.
Well done, Jane. Yeah.
Did it burn into his chest at some point? Is that
The symbol? I think so, but we're getting off track. What do you guys think of like this big black coat of a costume?
now that Jane has mentioned like it's the Spider-Man Noir of Superman? I kind of like that
it too.
idea.
I kind of like it.
So I'm willing to up him to like a C, maybe.
A C. I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. Honestly, it's not it's not a Superman costume. It's a Superman
Alternate reality version. It's a Superman. Yeah.
Superman
Redesign,
from the
redesign.
Matrix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matrix Superman. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a cowlick, so he's D tier on my list.
Jane's just on the side making her own list.
Bring your own tier list.
We'll
Put
show-
up Jane's
Leave
tier
a
list real
comment if
quickly.
you agree.
Oh, they're all in D. Oh, they're just all in D.
Okay, next up we have another Smallville costume, which
That thumbnail kind of looks like he's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Guardians Superman.
He's a Ravager. So this is Ravager. We had Superman Noir, and now we've got Ravager Superman.
Man, they are trying everything in their power to not put Tom Welling in a proper Superman costume. It's actually infuriating.
This dude just wore so much red and blue together. Like I remember that.
Yeah.
He does. He does get a proper suit though, right? At like right at the end or something crazy.
We don't even see it in like fully fledged form. You know, I think he opens up his shirt to reveal the costume at the very end of the series, and we get like a very quick blurry shots of him flying around in the costume, but we never get the full shot of him in his threads.
Spider-Man does. They did the same thing with Spider-Man where they were like, oh look, he's sewn his new suit, but what does it look like? Blur.
Yeah, but at least we got to see it in its full form.
Concept art.
Not even the concept art. I would argue like you saw more of that costume in the last few seconds of the movie than what you saw in the finale of the episode.
Last few seconds.
Yeah, and I think the series was like crazy long, like 10 seasons or something. And when we finally got the costume, there was almost nothing to show for it. Anyway, what do you guys think of this? I think it's a D tier.
I kind of like the
Really?
jacket. I'd wear that
you'd
jacket.
wear it, but would
I like
Superman
it.
wear it?
No, he's not Superman. You know what? This could be D tier because I don't necessarily even like this as like an alternate.
I agree. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't have the cowlick, so he's already D tier for me. But I think legit
course,
out of
of
all
course.
of them, he is the D tier.
He
There we
is
go.
the D tier.
Also, I just realized
agree.
his
He's not even,
jacket
like-
looks a bit like Matt Pat's jacket, so this is Matt Pat Superman.
So first up, the very first Man of Steel Henry Cavill suit.
Man of Steel.
It's a good suit. It's probably one of my favorite.
It's a good suit. You gave the Atom guy, what's his name?
Brandon Routh.
Brandon. You gave Brandon a hard time for having some diluted colors, and this guy, his colors are very diluted.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, the way they've darkened the colors in the Man of Steel suit is it feels more thought out. Like the red still pops, you know, but comparing that to the Brandon Routh costume, the red is just a maroon. It's not even red anymore.
Yeah, it's not even red anymore. That's so the bad guys can't see him bleed.
and here, you know,
I really dislike the suit. I'm sorry. I really dislike this one.
You really dislike
Yeah.
it? Wow, that's a hot take.
Okay, so I like the upper part of it, but when it gets down to his torso, it just falls apart for me.
Interesting. I think the main part about the suit that I really love is the fact that they've leaned into the fact that it's an alien suit, that this guy is from another planet. It's like the undergarment of what the Kryptonians wore on their planet. And like, I just love the lore and the story around it. The symbols in the material.
Okay.
They're like Kryptonian symbols, and the S symbol looks so organic. Like, and
Sure.
and it's you know, it looks like I wouldn't say it's the defining Superman. You know, I love Henry Cavill, really do, but I wouldn't say I would say this is a really cool like version of Superman, not the like main universe of it.
You know what? Yeah.
What I like about this one as well, and it's something I didn't really mention with the other ones, but this is a very small like neck hole, and I feel like sometimes the neck hole can get way too big.
That
and,
is
like
a good
way
point.
too much neck is being shown.
Yeah.
This is very like conservative compared to to the other neck holes. You know?
No, 100% agree.
And I love what you said about that it's like a space suit, like it's like some armor or something that he's wearing.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like putting it in that perspective, I think I think I like it a lot more than my original
take.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that you feel that way.
But he's still D tier because he doesn't have a cowlick.
No cowlick.
Mhm.
For the God's sake! Hey, give this man a cowlick.
Can you have a look at Henry Cavill Superman cowlick? Can you just look it up and see if they did it at some point?
Here we go. Here's a nice photoshopped image.
Yeah, he could have had a nice cowlick.
Damn, if it looks like an S, that's beautiful.
It would have looked good.
Yeah.
What could have been?
Very disappointed.
Anyway, so great costume. I love the length of the cape. It makes him look powerful. I mean, this is the first time we get Superman without underwear, and that influenced so many more iterations of Superman after that.
Yeah, that he didn't need to have it.
Yeah, live action iterations. Like, it's been in the comics for a while before this, but still great version. What do you guys think? A tier?
I want to put him in
D-tier.
A tier.
No
B
cowlick.
tier. No cowlick. I'm sorry, Jane, but it's
D-tier.
it's 2 A tiers against 1 B tier.
You know what? I respect you.
Jane,
and I
you put him
respect
in
your
B.
opinion.
You put him in B tier
No,
on
yeah,
your list.
We still
Jane.
want to see your list at some point, so you better be doing this.
You know what my list is? It's 1 B and then 2 A's and then the rest are D's.
The rest of these. That's great.
B for Batman v Superman. Still no cowlick. How does the costume change? Could you elaborate?
I think the biggest change would be that the belt shield, I don't know what it's called, but the belt shield is square instead of circular this time, and the colors are a lot more vibrant, which I personally love. It's more blue.
It's more blue.
And for some
Which
reason,
was my complaint about the last one.
Yeah.
Was that it wasn't blue enough. It looks like maybe they just like in post decided to make him more blue and just did it with like CGI, you know?
And as much as I hate the the comments from Jane being like, "Oh, why is there no cowlick?" His hair looked terrible.
It is bad.
in this movie, I don't know why they decided to push it all back and really
give a widow's peak instead of a cow's leg.
Can I say, and this was before Connor changed my opinion with the alien idea. I don't know, it just looks odd. They made the S a bit smaller. The bolts.
Okay, interesting.
He doesn't look like he's part of this world. Yeah,
He does kind of.
maybe a little bit.
Oh, so that's the opposite issue of what we have with Christopher Reeves, where he doesn't look like he's part of this world. Is that what you're saying? Maybe to an extent, but I think for me, it's not that he doesn't feel part of the world. It feels like he stands out from it, which I think Superman should do. He should stand out. Symbol of hope and all that shenanigans.
Right, alien, strange.
Yeah. And what I also like about this is the first time that they also put like a chrome metallic muscle suit underneath the suit, and so when the material of the suit gets stretched over the chrome, it actually creates like this shine on his muscles.
Okay, I was wondering about that.
Yeah, so they make it a lot more extreme in the Justice League movie, but here it's also quite prevalent.
I'm willing to put this in A along with the lost Henry Cavill suit. I think
I can accept that. I think it's a great looking suit. It's more refined, I would say, than the previous one, and the colors.
It does some things better. It does some things not better. like the hair.
Why would they change it? Anyway, A tier, let's do it. Next up, the very last suit. No, sorry, not the very last suit that Henry wore, but...
So this one's just even more blue. Even more saturation has been turned up for this suit.
Yeah, but not in the right direction. It starts looking more more turquoise.
The aquamarine, yeah.
They made him way too shiny.
Way too shiny.
It looks like he got a stencil and like sprayed on abs.
Yeah, the last one was very subtle with how it showed the muscles. This one looks like the muscles have been painted. Like, again, the Halloween costume, right? Like, you buy this with like the pre-installed muscles.
That's a perfect way to put it, actually. Yeah, exactly like that. Honestly,
Yeah.
It's not a bad suit. I just think they're pushing. Each movie they're supposed to improve the suit slightly more and more, and all that, but they're going in a completely wrong direction with all the elements, the colors, the muscles, the hair, obviously.
Let's put it in C.
I wouldn't go as far down as C. I would just say that it's not as good as an A. Maybe
So
low
B.
end of A or high end of B.
I think low end of
Okay,
B.
you can put it in. You can put it now. Low end of B. I'm gonna be on Jane's side here. Low end of B.
If you're gonna be on Jane's side says D because no cowlick.
D tier for everything. Let's go. Okay, next up we have the black suit. What are your takes on a Superman in a black suit?
It can either look really good or really bad.
Yeah, I was kind of keen when they said it was happening and everybody was like theorizing that we'd get the Superman in the black suit. I was cool. Like, I was excited for that. But I did want it to go like, I think he has a beard and like a mullet in the comics.
Yeah.
And I thought it would go that far, but this is just a color swap.
It really does feel that way. Yeah, I think it looks cool. I think it does, but I think functionally, because the black suit is supposed to power him faster than his normal suit, and I feel like they could have integrated that idea into the story, but it's just like, oh, I'm gonna wear black now.
I'm gonna wear a black suit. Here I am in my black suit. Surprise. Yeah, it was so
Zack Snyder, the way he kind of like resolved the whole like, oh, why is he wearing a black suit? He was like, oh yeah, it's because it's the black represents his home planet Krypton, while the blue suit represents him as protector of Earth. Bullshit. Like
what?
No,
you can't make things up. Get James Gunn back in here. You can't just make things up.
Yeah, it's a good looking suit though. It's if we're just going off from like how it looks, I think it's still a very.
Oh right, this is on appearance, isn't it?
Yeah. So I would honestly put this in. No. I would put it higher. I was gonna say top B. So here's the thing. So we were talking about how the chrome muscle suit underneath it makes it look too shiny in the previous suit, but here because there is silver in the S,
right?
It does work. So I would honestly put it in A. Yeah.
A.
Okay, sweet.
Jane, A.
D tier.
No,
No
it's
cowlick.
D. It's D. Come on, Chris. Get it
Connor,
right.
can you just Photoshop cowlicks on all of these, and
Yeah,
then we
well-
can redo it with Jane again?
Yeah, no, I'll do that. I'll do that.
Okay. Hey, he's back.
Oh my gosh, it's the Atom again.
It's Brandon, my friend, Brandon. I hate this logo. It looks like a 7. It looks like he's 7-Eleven man.
No, I would disagree. I would disagree with you. I think this is a great looking S symbol. It's the are you guys aware of the Kingdom Come comics for Superman?
No.
No.
No. Well, this is basically a Superman in a slightly darker timeline.
Okay. Where he likes the number 7.
Stop it! I like it. So this was really cool. So when this version of Superman popped up, it was actually in a crossover in like a Supergirl, The Flash, Green Arrow crossover, where they went to different Earths and they found this Superman, which is actually a continuation of the Superman Returns Superman, which is pretty cool.
Right.
And so he's just a lot more matured, and he's in this really good looking suit, which is very good looking. It looks almost exactly like the original Kingdom Come Superman.
It's got the same underpants as Brandon's last suit.
No, the Superman's underwear, it's further down. It's more like close to his thighs.
Right.
Yeah.
It's more boxer briefs than tidy
underwear.
whities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Point out
Wait.
his neck area. It's
He's got a cowlick.
He's showing a.
He's got a cowlick.
Does he have a cowlick?
Jane, look
Yeah.
at this.
Kind of.
Look.
I put him in B tier for that.
Put
And I wanted to say,
him in B tier. Connor, just do it for Jane. Come
I
on.
wanted to say though, he's in this conservative Christian Minecraft channel. There's a
Yes.
little too much
Where's
skin
your-
there by the neck.
Oh, he is. There's a little clavicle.
Okay.
There's a little clavicle coming up.
Yeah,
there.
too much clavicle.
I wouldn't say it's the worst thing. It doesn't look awkward. Like he's showing too much clavicle to the point where it's, he looks too naked at the top. That's when I'm like, okay, that's gross. But
It wouldn't look awkward if his cape didn't look like it was like tucked in. It kind of looks like a kid wearing a blue like long.
That's
sleeve
another one of the
shirt,
problems.
And it's like he's got like his
That's another
red
one of the
blanket
problems.
tucked it in. I'm Superman. I'm sorry, Connor.
okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're getting
was
everyone's opinions in here. It's
I was
alright,
gonna
it's alright.
say that's one of the issues. Definitely, is that at some point someone thought that if they just sort of tucked the cloak in, that it would look good.
The tucking in of the cape isn't always the worst idea. It's just the way you do it is important. Like even here, with the
Yeah.
original
good.
Superman Returns costume,
It's protruding. It's a smaller neck hole, and it's like
protruding
it
out.
sits on top of his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I do like.
Look at that,
the
he's got, like, the little
Superman's,
hoodie cape.
Boxer shorts. I really like them. I don't know why. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like
Okay.
It's going less underwear,
More wrestler, more like.
Yeah, like what he's origin.
Yeah, this is a very true to his origins kind of suit, which is nice.
I can respect
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And what I really like about the suit is the fact that the blue material isn't just smooth. Like there is an
Yeah.
action. Like you can't see it too well in some of these photos, but it kind of cancels out the shine that would normally like just.
That's something Arrowverse does very well.
Yeah, no, you're right. Okay, well, I'll try and keep my emotions in check while we actually rank this properly. But what do you guys
The
think?
S is still bad though on his chest.
S is still bad. Okay.
He does have a bit
and
of a
you-
cowlick, so B tier. Low B tier for me. Just because he has a tiny bit of one, but it's not exactly what it's not my standard.
I'd say he's
of
top.
cowlick.
Okay.
I'd say he's top of B.
Top
I'd
of
say
B. Oh, okay.
Top of the B.
That's what I like to hear.
Is that fine for you? There you go.
Okay. Next up, we have the exact same costume, but this time there is some yellow in the S. What do you guys think of that?
Oh, okay. I thought it was more different because the cape looks so much better
Yeah,
here.
it does.
And
Well, I think it's just a different angle, guys.
then why is it here, Connor? Then why is it here? I like it with the yellow because it's more true. The S looks more like an S somehow with the yellow. I don't know if it's just like my brain is filling in the blanks, but it somehow looks more S-like.
Yeah, his cape's so bad.
His cape still bad. It sucks.
But he's still got a cowlick, you know?
Yeah,
Still
he
got a
does have a
cowlick.
tiny little curl there. B tier.
Okay.
I think we B tier him again. Yeah.
Okay.
He can sit next to his twin brother.
Okay. My inner child
Brandon.
is crying, but it's fine. It's cool.
Your inner child's Superman is Christopher Reeve, and he's in S tier. Okay, come on.
Fine.
Who's this guy?
His name is Tyler Hoechlin, spelled H-O-E. That's Ho with Chlin. Hoechlin. It's very weird.
Interesting.
Anyway.
Okay.
So his first costume from the Supergirl series looks like this, and I'm not too sure about it. There are a lot of things I like about it, definitely,
like it.
but
It does what I love. It has those like multi-layered fabrics and like textures that break up the onesie that would just be
Yeah, the monotony of the
Yeah.
blue.
yeah, no, 100% agree, 100%. Like the line, the different lines that makes it look like there are like different layers in the material. So nice. But what I don't like about the suit is the fact that the way the cape, which looks like
Yeah.
leather, by the way, the way the cape like fits over the shoulders does not look good.
Yeah,
Like
I
it should
agree.
be
I was gonna point that out too.
covering.
I'm
Like there's a space between his the opening in the costume, and there's a bit of like blue shoulder, and then you get the cape. Like that shouldn't happen. I feel like it should just be closed up.
And his S is kind of like that ice cream cone S
it is a bit rounder. Yeah.
that you were talking about earlier.
It's a bit rounder, but it's not unrecognizable. I'm gonna have the hot take this time because I like the straps on the cape because that's what I was just talking about, right? I was like, instead of just doing the tucking in the cape thing, it would be really cool if it attached in like a different way. And I think that's kind of like the best way you could do it realistically is the straps over the shoulders.
I don't know. Like I'm not sure if it's because the straps are too close to the S, or if it should be higher, or if it's because it looks messy
It does
around
look
the shoulder
a bit,
area.
Yeah. I don't like the blue peeking out.
Okay, can I just go through the list of all the bad things I don't like about this suit?
Please
quickly?
do. One
Okay.
full paragraph, go.
Okay, so I don't like how thick the belt is, and it's super round, and it just looks very clunky on him. The boots are way too square for some odd reason, just makes him look boxy. And there are like little accents of gold around the S symbol, which shouldn't be there. It should just be uninterrupted S symbol.
That's how it clips on.
Yeah, I agree with Chris there. I kind of like the little accents.
Okay. Interesting take.
Interesting take, but you're wrong.
Interesting take, but how does it feel to be absolutely incorrect? But I love the different textures that they're working with. You know, they have leather, they have like this bumpy like, material in the blue. Yeah, a lot of great things about the costume. I just think it's very boxy looking.
You've pointed out a lot of things you don't like, so I would maybe put it in the bottom of B.
Bottom of B. Is it as bad?
I admire it for doing some things that are good, and it's got a cowlick, so it's immediately like
No
pushing
cowlick,
it up.
D tier. It doesn't. D tier.
He did have a cowlick.
It doesn't. That little triangle, that little widow's peak he has there is not a cowlick.
No, in one of the other pictures, he has a cowlick.
One other picture. Show me his cowlick. That
Put up
stray
the picture,
hair
Connor.
is not a cowlick. D tier. I've been too
Okay.
lenient with my cowlick. Cowlicks.
You two actually both don't like it, So if you both want to go with D tier, you can like outvote me on this.
No. I'm not going lower than B. Like it's still a very
Okay.
good looking costume.
Yeah,
It's just
I agree. It doesn't deserve to be there as Mad Pat Superman.
with Star Lord.
Yeah, Star Lord.
okay. Next up we have the black version of the costume that you guys just saw.
Okay. Are those little golden elements silver or do they become black?
I feel like his belt looks worse here than it does in the colored version.
Yeah, it really do be just the black version, but I think it's kind of better.
It is
It's
better.
definitely, it feels a bit big on him, so it doesn't really make him feel as muscular as he should feel.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I think it's the cape. I think it's how the cape goes over his shoulders.
No, I think the biggest change would be the collar, that they've closed up the neck hole.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's what I was saying. He's more conservative.
You know, I think in certain shots this costume doesn't look all too great,
Looks good.
but it's still alright. It's still okay.
Is it better than the red and blue version?
Yeah, for me it is.
You
I
think?
think so.
Wow, that's a
I will
that's a
say
hot
his
take.
belt looks worse on the black and white version though, because it feels like it stands out more.
I think it looks better because it's black. It just blends. No, it just
Yeah.
blends in. There's no silver on it.
There is. Look carefully.
Okay. I don't think Superman has use of a physical like belt other than to break up like the one piece, you know?
The One Piece.
I think this is still like a great costume. Maybe still on like the level of the previous suit.
Okay. So B.
Maybe just above the previous suit. How about that? Sweet. Okay. Next up, we have the
Just call him Tyler.
so Tyler's quote unquote first suit in his universe was this one.
The callback to the issue 1 of Superman where he's lifting the car.
That is exactly it. So I think the suit is pretty good. Maybe
It makes him look very defined and like muscular.
yeah, they definitely have him wearing a very big like muscle suit underneath this thing. I think it looks a little
Bubbly. Yeah.
bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah, not one of the better suits.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say I like it for being a fun callback, you know? I like it for having the original S and a very simple underwear and belt design. Yeah, I think it's very clean. It's kind of like with Christopher Reeves where maybe the muscle suit's a little awkward, but it has that same energy, you know? It's a pure Superman suit, and in the scene that he's in, which is like the 90s or whatever, it just makes him look like Superman in a comic book.
I mean, I get you, but I mean, no Cowlick aside, I put him down with Star Lord. Honestly, that like I would accept it. It's bubbly.
Wow.
It doesn't like work, but I would have accepted the old style of Superman. But the S is killing me, man. Sorry.
But it's the classic S, the original S.
Nah. Fuck. Screw the originals.
What did you say on our Christian site?
Sorry.
The neck cape ratio, very good, very clean.
I would find the average and say let's put him in a C. How
Wow,
about that?
Okay. Yeah, I guess we gotta.
I mean, no Cowlick's a D tier for me automatically.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault. It's Hollywood.
Yeah, Connor. It's not like you worked for Warner Brothers as a costume consultant or anything, is it?
Quiet. Okay, next up we have the season 1 suit of, well, I think it's season 1 and season 2 suit of Tyler Hoechlin. I think there was a bit of a change between season 1 and season 2, but it's more or less the same.
Is it just darker blue?
Okay, so
Spray on abs.
yeah, so he has spray on abs this time, very similar to the Henry Cavill suit in some ways. What they've done here is that they've downtoned a lot of the colors. Like if we look at the original like Supergirl suit that he had, I think this is a huge improvement. They've gotten rid of the gold. They've stripped it down to its purest Superman form, and the belt, like you said, Chris, it fits way better. Like it's just sleek. It kind of folds around. It dips around the girdle
with the shape of the logo as well.
Yeah,
as like
yeah.
the point of it. Very good.
Way better. I think my only gripe with the suit is I do like my Superman suits to be a little brighter. and the S symbol, like I mentioned before, it should
He needs to
protrude
clean
from the
that.
chest a little bit.
He needs to clean that, man. It's dirty.
Yeah,
It's a
looks dirty
look
as
dirty.
hell.
That looks like he's working on his
He didn't
car
wash
before
it.
he got here.
Yeah, come
It's
on.
got like a bit of schmutz on it.
Exactly. I love the way the cape kind of fits on his, around his neck area. Very, very clean.
See what I mean? It's got a nice neck fit.
Yeah, exactly. And the red that they've used on the cape should have been as bright as the red on the S symbol.
And they
the-
didn't. They
yeah,
didn't do that.
they didn't do
Yeah,
that. It
it
looks
needs
like
to
the
stand
S
out.
symbol was like it's like printed onto the chest instead of just being a
It's in-
separate, S.
No, I think we can actually put this one.
That's a good suit. That's a
Ooh,
good
it's
suit.
a
I
good
think
suit.
I
It's an
think it's like A
A.
level. Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
we gotta put somebody in A that's not Henry Cavill.
So next up we have the season 3 Tyler Hoechlin Superman suit. Not a lot has changed, but the biggest change I would say, besides the spray on abs, would be the symbol being like a separate like piece that's been like
And it's brighter. And it's brighter.
enough.
it's slightly brighter, and it really does just push the suit out and makes it like it breaks up that flatness, which I absolutely love.
The flatness of the spray on
I know,
abs.
right?
The flatness. There we go. Exactly. Man, it just needs to be brighter, man. It's I just wish they would make these colors a lot brighter. I think they're trying to match the tone of the show, which isn't honestly it's not dark, but they're trying to go for a very mature tone.
Is it still like that Arrowverse, like Arrow Flash kind of tone?
Maybe similar to the Arrow, especially like
Yeah.
the first few seasons, but it's completely different. Like it's almost completely different universe.
Like,
Um,
Reiterating what I said earlier about him working on his car, it really does just look like he got a bunch of oil on him and like scuff on his like boots and stuff.
He's just dirty, and he's just like wearing his. He's just your dad wearing the Superman shirt you got him for Christmas.
hey, well, he is actually a dad in the show, so that
Exactly.
would fit.
So an extra point, perhaps. Yeah, I mean,
See, so I think this is still from season 1 and 2, but here they've decided, hey, let's brighten up the colors, and
Yeah.
look how good
What a
the
lie.
suit looks in this. Yeah, what a lie, right? Look how good the suit looks in this poster. Why didn't they just go with these colors?
let's put the poster suit in S tier.
Yeah, so season 3 they could have improved not only by protruding the S symbol, but they could have made the S symbol brighter. That's all I want. It would look so good. Maybe if they did make it brighter, they'd have to make the blue brighter as well to match up with the tones, but it just needs to be brighter. That's my only gripe with it. But besides saying all of that, it's still a good looking Superman suit. Like I look at this and I'm like,
No,
This-
I don't
this guy-
like these spray on abs. These spray on abs are like the
what?
worst spray on abs that
tier.
we've gotten. Yeah, they're too much.
And that's without the collar.
C tier.
C tier. It's not C tier. Have you seen what the C tiers look like?
I mean, he's in there in another suit.
That's a good point.
Put him in B tier, Connor. You know you want to.
No, I want to put him in A tier, but you guys are being
Oh.
mean.
Come on, D tier.
Okay.
Star-Lord. Let's go. He deserves it. That spray on.
Jane, he's
Abs.
still wearing a suit and not a jacket. Okay, so he's still better than D
It's
tier.
still. It looks like he's wearing a suit though, like a market rent a suit Superman.
But okay, B tier guys,
Yeah, B tier.
let's do it.
That's our disagree section. Literally everything in there is just like an argument we've had. Can you put the 90s one in C tier, please? I don't know how he got to B, but he needs to be moved. Thank you.
Okay. No, I think I
Yeah, I
agree with you
agree
on that
with
one.
Chris there. I do agree with him there. Maybe above that other guy that he's next to.
I don't know what we were thinking.
Behind the black and white Superman.
No. He's no way he's higher.
No.
No way he's
No,
higher than.
Sorry, my
than that
bad.
guy.
I meant move him behind the black and white Superman.
Okay. I see what you mean. Okay, guys, that is it. That is all the Superman live action suits that we have on this list. That was terrible. That was a terrible experience.
I'm so sorry, Connor. You can't delete this video just because you were bullied.
You can't just make a short where you give them all the ranking that you want to. You have to use this one.
Connor, just watch me.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Why not like and subscribe? Go and watch more of our tier lists, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye.